You must always have your green screen aligned. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm John Fly. Welcome. Really excited to be showing off a brand new aircraft. Very, very excited. Again, thank you CXN for the subscribe. Thank you for the 9 months. The Twitch baby's real. We got other people here active in the chat. We've got Fly Diddy. Greetings. Iowa Scotsman, good evening. JT Kerr, good evening. Exciting times with new planes each week, says SimPilot13. Hello. Flap, good morning. Sorcerer Dave with the hosty host, the hostess with the mostest. Thank you for the host, Dave. Welcome, all Sorcerer Dave viewers. Thanks for joining me this evening. Late evening for some of you out that way. Tricksmot, hello. We got JT Kerr, Iowa Scotsman again with the sub sound, and Flap. Hello, Flap. Good to see you. We're going to be doing, this is a first look at the VSKYLABS Tecnam, I guess you say it Tecnam, P2006T with a G1000. This is, as far as I know, this is the very first payware aircraft with the new Laminar G1000. Dano 5430. I didn't see you active in the chat, but there you are active in the chat, Dano. Hello. Thank you. Yeah, there's a ton of other people here and already joining up. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So we've got, this is, again, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is the first payware aircraft with the Laminar G1000. So I'm very excited to show this on the stream. You guys, some of you may have already picked up the plane. Some of you may be considering the plane. I don't know, but let's have fun learning it together. I'm brand new to it. I have not found, well, to be honest, I haven't looked very hard for a checklist for this aircraft. You're waiting for someone to put this new G1000 in a King Air. Big Papa Bear, I would love to see it in the King Air. I would love to see it in the Cessna 182. I know that may sound strange, but I would love it in the 182. Oh! We got another subscribe, Woodman66 with the subscribe.
We got a subscribe.
Thank you, Woodman66 with the sub. Appreciate that.
We got a subscribe.
So this, so the other aircraft.
We got a subscribe.
We do have a subscribe. Thank you, Woodman66. The PC-12. How awesome would it be in the PC-12? And also the TBM 850. The TBM 850. I mean, those are just a handful of aircraft that I would love to see this G1000 in. So yeah, this. Let's go take a look on the outside for a moment. This outside look is brought to you by Woodman66. Sorcerer Dave says, I saw this on the store the other day. It looks interesting. Yes, this is the first flight on stream with it, so we'll see how it goes. I did not find any liveries besides this Icelandic registration TF VSL. But yeah, as far as I can tell, it looks really good on the outside. Carinado needs to make an X-Plane 11 PC. Yeah, we need a PC-12 with the Laminar G1000. Carinado said they're looking into it, but who knows? Okay, yeah. TBM, King Air, Baron, Phenom. Yeah. Give me the 850. Give me the PC-12, but also give me the 206 and the 208 and the 182. I wish that I knew. I wish I had enough skills to be able to go in and add the G1000 to any aircraft I wanted to. I wish I had that ability. So yeah. So we got some PBR going on. I didn't think this was a very common. I didn't think this was a very common aircraft, but it just so happens that this is becoming, well, in my limited research, this plane is quickly becoming the favorite for multi-engine training for a flight school that's looking for, a newer aircraft. It just so happens that there's some flight schools around where I live that have this plane. So I'm not that I'm going to be doing any sort of, I can't afford to fly in a multi-engine plane. So, but maybe one of these days I can sneak my way into the cockpit in the real world. So yeah, the SR-22 actually would be another good one. Sim Pilot, fix it up, modify it for X-Plane 11, and put a G1000 in it. That would be cool. All right, so finally we have some really fine-looking creatures in the cockpit. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but a lot of our animated pilots look very odd in our sim. But these, well, okay, it looks pretty good. I like it. I'm partial to brunettes. What can I say? Hello, B2. So I hope that you guys forgive me. Again, a big disclaimer. This live production is not for flight instruction. No, the disclaimer is I am new to this plane, so I may do things in the incorrect order. I may do things just flat out incorrectly. I may accidentally do some things right. But let's look at it together. I mapped a few views. So down here we've got the master button. I think my parking brake is on. Yeah, okay, there's the parking brake down there. Parking brake is on. The pilots are good representation of simmers who fly. There you go. We all do look kind of strange. I agree with you there. Okay, so master comes on. So we got the master. That brings on the left side avionics. I'm going to get rid of the yoke for a moment, although the yoke looks really good. I do like the look of the yoke. I'm not quite sure the steps here for these. I'm assuming these are like fields, like bus ties maybe or something. I don't know. I don't know if those would go on after you do engine start or before. Now down here you do have some carb heat. I haven't mapped any throttle quadrants to the carb heat. I do have a throttle here. I'm going to go ahead and go full propeller. The TBM 850 would be a must-have with the G1000. I totally agree with you, Beekeeper. I wonder if the Kodiak G1000 works better now. That's a good question, Iowa Scotsman. I don't know. My flight school uses one of these for multi-engine training, but no G1000. Okay. Maybe the newer ones have the G1000. But that's cool. So you're backing up my story that it's starting to become more common. Yeah, you're right, Big Papa. I don't see any mixture. All I see is a propeller, carb heat, and a throttle, unless the mixture is elsewhere. Over here, you got your lights. I'm going to go ahead and turn on. Oh!
We gotta subscribe.
W28.
Baby's a month old already. D. Keep up the good work, JN Fly.
W28, thanks for the 10 months in a row. And the baby, the 1 month old, is doing very, very well. W28, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you in the chat.
We gotta subscribe.
Okay.
We gotta subscribe.
We do have a subscribe. I'm going to turn on the procedures are so different. Like, for example, when you're in the A320, you turn that bad boy on right away. That's like an anti-collision, right? But we're not ready to taxi yet, so I'm not sure what to turn on to signify letting people know that we're about to start.
We gotta subscribe.
I will never copy and paste from Simbrief again.
R. Wilson Trucker Boy 95 with the 7 months in a row. Thank you, R. Wilson Trucker Boy.
We gotta subscribe.
There is a very good sound of me saying that exact quote. I will never copy and paste from Simbrief
We
again.
gotta subscribe.
That was live, actually. We got another
Thanks for
subscribe.
showing off this new aircraft.
Trixmont with 8 months in a row. This close-in, tight view of the light panel is brought to you by
We gotta subscribe.
R.
We
Wilson,
gotta subscribe.
Trucker Boy, Trixmont, W28. There we go. All right, I think I'm going to turn on the... What do you guys think? Maybe I'll just leave it off for now. Okay, we're going to come down here.
We gotta subscribe.
I'm going to go to the overhead here, and I'm going to turn on left engine fuel pump. I believe these are required to be on. Right. It must be left head ignition. Is it? What do you think the H stands for? Because this is the right, obviously, and this is the left. Two different starters. Let's just hit the start button. Oh. Ooh, a little high here. I see an engine. I see an engine. Oh baby. Always so chill. It's nice to chill just before sleep. There you go. Thank you for joining us and thanks for the subscribe. Yeah. Yeah. I can be your I can lull you to sleep. All right, we'll turn on the right fuel pump and we'll turn on the left and right igniters on that side. Are you saying jump fly put you to sleep? Yes. Nothing wrong with that. All right, we started the right engine. So if we look over here, we got the right engine going. There's a little bit of sound here in the John Fly stream, isn't there? Maybe I'll turn that down just a tad here. Hold on. Volume mixer, X-Plane can come down just a little bit. Now what I found interesting is up here at the top, LH and RH ignition, this smacks of electronic injection engines. Ah, okay. Asmarts, hello. Good to see you. You can barely hear it. Okay, well maybe... I can see it's moving the needle. I found it interesting that these are modeled like this. So you'd think that these would be in the same position, the left and the right tank. But anyway, we're on the left tanks on both sides. So maybe that's on purpose. I don't know. All right, let's come back down here and we will turn on our avionics. Those are tied together, those two switches. So that brings up our beautiful G1000. I don't know what these are, so I need to learn what the cross buses are and also what the fields are. So if you guys have any sort of suggestion on that, on what they might be, cross bus 1 and 2 and left and right field. I'm assuming those are like bus ties, but these could be bus ties and I don't know what these are. ASMR by John Fly. There you go. I gotta look at R. Wilson Trucker Boy's tattoo. Holy snack, look at that tattoo that R. Wilson Trucker Boy got. That was not... he didn't get that out of a Cracker Jack box. That is one very in-depth tattoo. That was not an inexpensive bit of artistry. I hope it's not too painful. Alright, taxi lights coming on. I think we'll do some flight planning. I'm going to bring up the G1000. Now that's kind of interesting. The distortion is off just a little bit here. It's stretched. Let's see if I disconnect it. Yeah, it seems like the aspect ratio. Okay, yeah, there we go. All right, so now this is a separate window. So what you can do is you could actually drag this down. In fact, not right now, but in the future, I'm going to drag this down here, and it's going to be on my iPad. So I'm going to have this G1000 on my iPad down below me, so I can be looking at it the entire time. That'll be kind of cool. Asmarts, yeah, that's quite the drawing there on that. Yeah. That's pretty cool. I, for one, if I were ever to get a tattoo, it would either be a golf ball or it would be an aircraft, general aviation. But I don't have any. Okay, so again, the distortion there seems to be related to the aspect ratio, so maybe this is a pop out. And I can drag this over to other monitors that you guys can't see, so you guys can do the same if you've got multiple monitors. I'll close that back up and let's see. Yep, the aspect ratio has returned, so that's good. So we need to do the same here with the navigation screen. We'll pop it out and we'll resize it, and then boom, there we go. Yeah, so there we go. So that can, like I said, that can go on my iPad if I want to. I'm going to go ahead and put in the flight plan. Why not? This is a lot of this. The excitement of me flying this plane is related to the fact that it has a G1000. So we may as well put it through its paces. Let me fix my camera here. Okay, so we're going to click on flight plan, and I'm going to go to menu, and I'm going to delete the flight plan, and I'm going to come up here. I'm assuming that I could build a flight plan and put it in the X-plane output FMS plans directory, and it would auto-populate here. Should we do that? Maybe we should do that. Yeah, I'm going to do that just to be methodical tonight. It hurt toward the end, but that's what you signed up for. Yeah, I hear you, man. Okay, I'm just going to log into SimBrief. We're going to do a quick flight here. I'm in Utah, and I'm at Salt Lake City International. So I'm going to type in KSLC, and we're going to go to KLGU. And I don't know if this plane is in here, or what plane this would be similar to. Let's just call it a PC-12. We're going to depart runway 3. Yeah, 3. Is it 3.2 or 3.5? Whoa. Yeah, we're going to depart 3.5. Okay, so 3.5. And there we go. And then the flight plan that I'm going to put in. Hello, Mr. Dad Gamer. How you doing? I'm going to put in a flight plan of TCH, yeah, Victor 21, MLD, Husum. We're going to analyze that route. That looks good. I will put this into pounds for this particular flight. And passengers, whatever, blah, 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 blah. We'll generate the OFP. So on SimBrief, I'm generating the package, and I'm going to then grab, see right here it says download FMS. So I'm going to download the FMS, and I'm going to choose X-plane. And I don't know if this is actually going to work, but I downloaded the FMS plan, and I'm going to go into the folder, and I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to put that into my X-plane 11 directory, output FMS plans. I'm going to get rid of what's in there, and I'm going to paste. So hopefully we can now, I'm going to move that SimBrief off to the side. Hopefully now we can bring this in automatically and not have to put all the waypoints in. But I haven't done this before, so bear with me. Let's do that. Let's get, let's do flight plan. And let's do the outer knob. No. There we go. I clicked on it. And then we're going to click on it, and then I'm going to hit enter. So now if I go to flight plan, boom, automatically. TCH, KZ, this GPS waypoint, Ogden, Corin, Pimi, MLD, Husum, GPS waypoint, Husum, and then Logan. So that's all there now. So that's brilliant. So if I can take the range out here, and I can see the path that it's drawn for us. Kind of wish that I could change the color of that, and maybe I can. But it's drawn out the path for us. But I'm messing with the range here. I'm going to declutter. There's the rings. That's kind of cool. I'm going to go topo, and then I'll come out. So there you can see our path a little bit better. Goes up north and comes back in. That's kind of, oh. A little finicky there. Airways. Next rad. Topo. Alright. Well, there we go. Let's see. Are you copying and pasting the sim brief again? It doesn't have DCT in there, though. It doesn't have DCT in there, so. And I didn't cut and paste. I actually imported the FMS file. Hendo GVG, welcome Hendo. Because of the Facebook group I knew you were on, welcome to the John Fly live stream. Glad you could join us. Chief Lynn, how are you doing, my friend? Okay, so the flight plan is in there. So my question to you is, I haven't flown this plane. I flew it once, just briefly for a little bit. I haven't tested all the systems. I think I'm going to do one flight on stream without Pilot Edge, and that'll give me some confidence to take it onto the Pilot Edge network, if that makes sense. Or should I just go on to Pilot Edge now? What it means is I'll be a little less interactive with all y'all during this test flight on Pilot Edge. I'll probably be a little more focused, but maybe we should do just a test flight. All right, let's look at some of the instrumentation here. So we've got manifold pressure 9.3, 650 RPM. We got the fuel flow gallons per hour. We got your CHT temperatures, your oil temperature, your oil pressure, your amps. Over here you got a mini map. You got your HSI or CDI. You got your. We're going to be able to change the altitude and also the vertical speed. And here's our altimeter. I think we'll go ahead and simulate that we were going to put in a code for the transponder. So I'll put in 434 or 4445, and then I'll squawk transponder. I want to squawk altitude, so I'm going to click on altitude, and then there's the IDAM button as well, so we need to keep that handy. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Mr. Dad Gamer. Get one, go through the John Fly PE certification process. B2 will be asleep pretty soon? Well, sweet dreams, B2, when you go. Yeah, midweek stream, Chief Lynn. Yeah, it's kind of nice to be putting a little evening stream on. It's nice for the Europeans to be staying up very late, joining us here on the John Fly stream. Okay. So taxi light is on. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the nav lights. I'm not going to turn on the strobes yet.
We gotta subscribe.
Not only do we have a subscribe,
we gotta subscribe.
we actually have, I believe, Hendo, is this the first time you've been in the chat, or just you used Facebook to know that I was on? Thank you for the subscribe. Either way,
we gotta subscribe.
That's we gotta get our little events list up here. So there we go. At the bottom corner there, we gotta
subscribe.
We got Hendo GVG with the subscribe. Thank you, my man. Appreciate that. I'm gonna turn off this parking brake turnoff is brought to you by Hendo GVG. So parking brake coming off. We're gonna bring up. Oh, that's really loud. Let's change that just a little bit, because I can't hear myself. I know you guys are like, keep the sounds up maybe for a little bit, but I'll just turn them down here for a tad just because, I don't know. We'll look at sounds in a bit here. But, all right, let's turn on the throttle here. I'm not sure if I like this time of day or not. Let's see if we can. I think we'll change the time of day. Ooh, that sun is low across the horizon. Must be winter or something. Okay. You watched it before, and you hang out with Thomas from Sweden, or no, Thomas. Okay. Hello, Butte Puff from Sweden. Okay, cool. Which Thomas are you referring to? All right, let's go over here and taxi to runway 35. The beautiful Mr. X, Salt Lake City. For some reason, the stills have turned off. I don't know what the VIP exclusive is. I'm gonna have to investigate the stills. All right, we're coming out. You know what's kind of interesting is I don't have any nose wheel steering yet. So I'm steering with brakes right now. I'm wondering if I need to toggle nose wheel steering. Let's try it. Oh yeah. Alright, so I've mapped a key. I'll just show you guys, because some of you guys are going to be watching this video in days to come. Under, actually here, joystick, under keyboard, if you type in nose wheel, there's a command under Flight Controls Basic called Nose Wheel Steer Toggle, and I put an N in there, and I had to put that in there for some aircraft, and apparently whatever I did disengaged the nose wheel steering for this aircraft. So if you guys are having a similar problem, be sure to do that process. He's in your virtual and part of the GSA. Oh, I must know him by his Twitch name rather than Thomas, because unless he's relatively, because there's a couple of the guys I only know by their Twitch name that are in the Global Sim Alliance. But yeah, cool. All right, we're coming out here. Normally, if the ATC told you, hey, hold short of the ILS critical area, you would hold here, and then they'd give you clearance to continue taxi. Wow, this airport, it's just, I mean, look at the asphalt. I also changed some settings. If any of you were on my Saturday stream, you may have noticed that I had, I don't know, it seemed like the Cub and the A320 that I streamed were, and also the Mooney, I think my OBS Studio, which is streaming software for those of you who aren't aware of that, it's the streaming software. I changed some color settings, so for me it looks brilliant on the sim, but for you on Saturday and Sunday it looked a little bit washed out. So I made a few adjustments. Hopefully the stream looks better tonight. All right, we're going to hold short here until, oh, tower just cleared us to line up and wait on runway 35. Hello, fly boy. How you doing? Hello, right girl. Right girl is my favorite. Hello, fly boy. It looks a lot better, Rave Wolf. Oh, cool, cool, cool. The Space Nerd. Oh, okay, so Space Nerd. Okay, yeah. He's a good streamer. Looks better, GPB 500. Thank you. I got to avoid this light, so I'm gonna turn over this way a little bit. Got to fix that. Looks better. I'm glad. Yeah, Space Nerd. He's a good one. He's probably one of the more. There's another set of lights up here. Oh well, ignore that immersion ruin. Space Nerd and Chili are probably two of the most regular streamers. They are on regularly, and it's really nice to be able to catch a stream when I'm looking for something on the Sims. Smoother, it seems. Yeah, that's good too, because I did make some changes, so that's good to know that we're good there. He's always fixing your Zebo mod issues. I'm good. I'm very glad that he's doing some tech support. Sometimes the streamers get inundated with tech support requests, especially if you put your videos out on YouTube. And sometimes you just don't have time, and sometimes you just don't know how to fix things. But I try to help out when I can. If I've run into a certain scenario, I try to help. Sometimes I just don't even know the answer. But the most common question on my stream is, what do I use for my flight planning?